Hi, that's Nikos here, and we're going to do our weekly forecast. But today I have three things for you. I have the trader of the month, actually. We have the weekly outlook, but also I want to mention Bitcoin a little bit. How to trade the Bitcoin, or better, how not to trade it. Okay? Will take us 10 minutes, so we start right away. Let me start with the trader of the week. I don't even know if I say the name correctly. It's Golab from Poland again this time. And the reason I want to mention this trader is because he's really new. And this is his first live trading account. He's using mostly Renko charts, our Renko chart strategies. And of course, he's doing a couple of mistakes also in money and risk management, but that's fine. I'll just scroll down. There's a lot of trades here. What I really like about the trader is that he's taking action. He's trying out. He's not scared of just, doing it and sitting in front of his PC or charts and just practicing and practicing. So he managed in, I don't know, let me check. This started, a couple of weeks ago, like about 4 weeks ago, and it's about a month or a little bit longer, and he managed to grow that account from 500 to almost 700 dollars or euros. So as you can see, it's starting nicely with great money management. Then he did a couple of mistakes here, which is fine as long as you know what you're doing. It won't kill you. It will be great. And what I want to mention here is that it's really not that important how many winning or losing trades you have. It's only like half of the trades are winning, actually, more or less. But still, you'll see down here, I don't know if it's visible to you, you should see it. We have profitable trades on average 7.64, right? And the loss 3.24. That means like the profits are usually twice as much as high as the losses. And we have the highest, or the biggest profit, the largest profits 28, almost 30, and the losing trades about 6. So it's 4-5 times bigger than losing. So if you know about money management, about the system, the rules and the goals, you will make more than you give back to the markets. Therefore, the account can only grow if you stick to a simple plan. Okay, so despite a couple of mistakes, if you do it right, it doesn't matter how many times you win or lose. It matters how much you make when you win and how much you give back if you don't. Okay, so well done for taking action. Continue like this. It doesn't matter how big or small the account is. I myself started with $500 after losing everything years ago, and I reached a $500 account up to 38, almost 40,000 by trading like crazy day after day and just taking action. So I like that a lot. Everybody, please take this as an example. Give it a like or comment below the video. Don't forget that. It's very important to boost everybody's confidence. So traders, especially the new ones, the guys that start with a live account now, have really a good, powerful, and strong confidence. So, having that said, let's go now to our analysis, weekly analysis. First of all, GBP US dollar. We didn't have any bounces on the trend line. The price did also break the 36. We know that on the weekly chart. So on the daily, quickly you'll see the trend is so strong it couldn't even bounce more on major support coming from that weekly chart down here on the 36 and the 36 EMA area. So right now we have to focus still on the shorts. The traders that are short since here or got back in here after that little range on the lower time frames, we'll be very, very happy. Let me go to the 4-hourly chart. You'll see retracements always back to the 12 or the 36. Price is bouncing again. The trend is powerful. It's so easy and nice to trade during a powerful trend, and you just need to take advantage of this. Right now we cannot touch any more trades. It's late in the trend, so what we need is another retracement at some point, so let the price come back to an existing resistance or trend line area, and if it's bouncing there, we are happy, of course, to trade the shorts again. Only if it's breaking that line, we can look for trades against the main trend and then target actually the 200 or 633, or even the extension coming from that weekly line. Like this would act kind of as resistance if price wants to go up. Other than that, shorts targeting the new lows down here or later on here, wherever we have a major support. Long-term targets would be, for now, this area between here and here, somewhat in the middle. We could go for another 300, 400, 500 points without major bounces if price really wants to go down. But be careful, just check. Now the euro US dollar going down since the bounces on the weekly resistance up here. Major support in this area, yes, but price is still moving very, very quickly, so no need for us to think long at that point at all. I just want to pay attention to this area. We have a combination of the 633 and the 200, and the major support line. So if price is bouncing in this area like that, we have to look for a break of this line and then looking for setups maybe on the 4-hourly or 1-hourly chart to get in there and actually target. We will then target, of course, the previous highs visible on this weekly chart. Make sure you draw some lines on your chart here, and if it really wants to go back up, an extension, of course, this weekly trend line. But for now it doesn't look like long, it still looks very, very short. So if you look on your 4-hourly chart, there's a powerful downtrend, lower lows, lower highs. As long as this is looking like that, you don't want to do anything else other than trading with a main trend. So that means if that happens and it's bouncing, lower time frame entries, maybe 50-minute charts to go short. If not, and it's breaking, look for longs after the break here. Okay. Also Australian dollar, US dollar, we have a daily 1 2 3 in making. We had this range here. Price is trying to get back. Now we have trouble in this area for many, many days. So it's like the whole week actually was trying to move higher, lower. It didn't. It squeezed between resistance and support, a daily short 1 2 3. So we really need to see a good break of this area, or we want to see a nice break of this area. Here it would be a little bit, challenging to look for longs, too much resistance, but only on the lower time frames. If it's bouncing, going down, it looks nice. Of course, we are in favor of the shorts because it's a short trend after that weekly trend line break anyway, and then we target those lows down here. GBP CHF is at support. Remember last time I said I want to see the price coming back to here, and then I'll see will it react and move up. So we have like a weekly 1 2 3 and afterwards some longs after this break, or will it actually go down and then we can look for shorts and target this area down here. Okay, so if that's the case, daily, look at that, there is still room between here and here, so this whole area is support. But if that breaks now, if this area really breaks, I want to check my 4-hourly charts. No way I get into shorts right now, it's too late. I need a setup, so I draw a volatility line on the 4-hourly chart. I wait for the break, if the break happens, and then a setup below this line to get in here, maybe in lower time frames, Renkos charts, to find a nice setup for the shorts, right? If price bounces and moves up, then we wait for the break of the 36, long setup, and we target this line 4 hour longs, again getting in ideally with maybe 1 hourly or even lower time frames for the shorts. Okay, the euro Australian dollar, look at this. We had a spike here before, but now we find, of course, major resistance in this area. Price did not bounce at the extension of this line. It didn't bounce on the 36. So for now, very, very short. It's Sunday today, so we want to see what happens tomorrow. First things first, that means we need some kind of retracements, of a retracement on this pair on the daily chart, something visible, so we get a retracement. And if we get a 1 2 3 below here, we can take shorts on lower time frames after the break of the 2 to 3 line here. Where if we want to trade bounces for longs, okay, we really need to go to the lower time frames, pay attention to the details, meaning draw your line, the volatility line. If that line breaks and you get a higher low, you can try aggressive or early longs on the lower time frames to target this line, or maybe in extension the previous highs. Okay, other than that, shorts for now. The euro Canadian dollar, we have a first candle here, but if I look at my weekly chart, I have to draw a line like this, pretty short for a long time now, and it's still short. So right now, the options we have: extending a line like this. If we get bigger retracements in this area, we wait for bounces. Then we probably also have a nice daily short 1 2 3, and then if price is bouncing, we look for short setups. This could take the whole week. If you don't like that, or you don't want to wait, you can look for trades against the main trend using our Renkos chart strategies, or just lower time frame entries to trade actually against the main trend. Okay, something like that. So other than that, shorts of course, but for that we need another setup, because price is now over that line. Price needs to drop, give us a setup below here for the shorts. I want to spend 1-2 minutes on bitcoins, because we get a lot of questions. What about bitcoins? The whole world is trading bitcoins. Yes, they do, but it's a little bit too late to just invest in bitcoins like that. I would suggest you trade only with leverage. If you want to trade bitcoins, make sure you don't have a tiny account, a bigger account with small lots. Look at how that looks on the weekly chart. Okay, if we scroll a little bit back in 2011-12, this was worth like what, $1, $2, $3, $4, nothing, and suddenly we had a big move up to 1,000 in 2013 or 14, sorry, and then it came, 13 actually, and then it came back, and suddenly from where it was at 400, whatever, 500, it reached almost in no time almost 20,000. Okay, looks all sexy, but this what happens when it's too late? They all start talking about this, and we know how it works. When the whole world is talking about buying something, you rather start selling. Okay, and that's the case here with the Bitcoin as well. If you check your daily chart, we have lower highs, we had a range. You can draw trend lines here, previous trend lines that look like that. Okay, but then you can also spot this range, those lows. Price did not move below that 6,000, what was that, 400-500 or something, and now it went back up and it's moving back down. So you can now draw another line actually from, I don't know, somewhere here that would look more or less like this. Okay, so this we don't need anymore, and that means we have 1 2 3 4 touches and prices between resistance and support. So you don't have a clean direction anymore, but you have the volatility that is pointing down. It's not pointing up anymore. So we have no longs. There's no reason to take any longs. I get emails all the time. People ask me, should I buy now bitcoins? Why? It's going down. So if you want to trade bitcoins, you want to sell it right now, at least right now. We have bounces on the 4-hourly chart here, so price has to come back, test this area, and if you see it's weak, try to sell using lower time frames, maybe the 1 hourly, maybe 15 minutes if your account is big enough. Your APO would be over here, and then start targeting this line for shorts. That's the only thing you can do. In order to go long on Bitcoins, you really either want to see a bounce in this area, meaning let the price go down first, see where it stops, and if you have a range here and then it's breaking up and you get a nice sign and a break of this line in future, you can try to go long and target this area. Okay, and only if that breaks you stay in, or if you're not in, if that breaks, you can look for long setups and start targeting the previous high. So we don't treat it differently than anything else. It's always the same. It doesn't matter what product you're trading on, it's always the same story. Okay, I forgot to mention, going back to our trader of the month, I forgot to show some charts. The latest charts he sent over was our classic Renko charts, taking action here for the shorts. He did draw like support line, got in here, targeted this line, so well done. Another chart here was GBP I think, yes, a short, again a late short, major resistance, first 1 2 3 volatility, getting in here and having still this running. Next targets after creating this win-win scenario are down here. So that's what our trader of the month was doing. Golab, sorry, I always forget the name, and playing around with this, having bigger targets and actually small, according to the rules, account protection orders. Okay, guys, so we had the weekly analysis, Bitcoin, and my pairs that I have on my watch list for managing old positions and actually looking for new ones. I hope that was helpful. Like always, comment. I like your comments, really. If you have any questions, just ask the questions, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also give it a like. See you soon. Have a wonderful week, and like always, happy and healthy trading. Bye for now.